baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Jacob deGrom gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
C.J. Abrams comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Guys, you take a look at the home nine as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped two straight.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, Dero. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
And we're in for a hot one. 98 degrees at game time, and that'll likely climb over the century mark before we're all through. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now, Luis Gonzalez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Jared Eichhoff is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
So stepping in is Roberto Alomar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. She'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, Dero. You'd love to win this fourth game of the series. They drop game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
Now here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Jambi over to his left. 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder, Harold Baines.
That'll bring up Harold Baines. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. He keeps right on going. Number 401 for his career. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Stepping in at the plate, Todd Helton. So strike one on the inside corner. We'll start things here at 316. 16 homers and 59 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in the zone with a nice executed pitch.
To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here's another 1-2. Fly ball right down the line and left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Another one sent foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Molina has it, and that ends the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Second inning coming up. It's an early 1-0 lead. Second inning set to go, and standing in, the imposing left-handed bat of the former AL MVP, Jason Giambi. Now the first pitch. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high-scoring a game when Carl's behind the dish.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out.
Man, I love watching the pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 9 homers and 33 driven in. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And now pitch on the way. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Aparicio has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Yoan.
So here's Yoan Moncada to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey! Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
2 out, nobody on. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. He'll get it into second. And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness.
The right fielder.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
To the plate now, Larry Walker, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll check in here at 256. 7 homers and 21 driven in. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Moncada stands at second with 2 gone. High that time with the slider taken for a ball.
2-2.
Fouled off.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Byron Buxton now. Only 1 hit in 11 at-bats for the series so far.
The center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
2 balls.
He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Standing in now, Joe Carter. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. windup and the 0-1. Bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw pulls Giambi off the bag at first, and we'll see how they're going to score this.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Stepping in now, Jerome Driscoll. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Now a throw over. Dive, but he's back. Runners on first with 1 down. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
After that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Digging in will be Johnny Damon, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1, no strike.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
3-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the bases are loaded here with 1 man gone. And the next to bat will be the left-handed hitting catcher, Alex Avila. Pitch on its way to Avila. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Ball. 1-1. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
He's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. 1 run scored. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Now back.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
the plate now, Roberto Alomar. And a first pitch swing. He gets a fly ball to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Now to the plate, here is Luis Aparicio. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And it's 1-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
3 runs already home here. All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. This is on the ground over to first. Giambi fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Stars are out in front here, 4-0. Ready now is Victor Robles. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at-bat at a time.
Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Here's the pitch.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. This is foul right side. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for 2nd in the AL in that category. That brings up Jim Thome, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now a first pitch curveball floats a bit high that time. It's a ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. First offering.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
On, he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Alomar ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
The batter will be C.J. Abrams, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0.
And a ball, 1-0. One and one the count now. Tomey, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball called strike, 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Now is Harold Baines, off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
Boy, this guy right here with that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark. But a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Todd Helton is on deck. Count remains full. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Todd Helton, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
This one's down to 3rd. Moncada fields it cleanly. Back to Giambi, and they get the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses 2-1. Buxton ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Two down with a runner at first. And up next, former World Series hero Joe Carter. He's set. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
0-1 count and the pitch. Pitch outside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. The stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And now, Luis Gonzalez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The left fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2. 2-0.
Two balls and a strike now. Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
So now to the plate, Jason Giambi pulled toward right center field. They'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Up next, Yadier Molina. He bounced out last time up. First offering on its way. As he'll take a look at the strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The windup and the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
The batter, the third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yohan Moncada, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Has a look, now the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Molina is off of first with 2 away. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And standing in is the rookie third baseman, Jerome Driscoll.
Jerome Driscoll.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The count now at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
At the plate, Johnny Damon. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Comes in here right at 260. A dozen home runs and 51 runs batted in. Again, another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bouncer to the left side. Moncada gloves it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, catcher, Alex Avila.
Next, it'll be Alex Avila. He doubled home a pair his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
0-1 the count. Two out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close.
Set for the start of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Larry Walker.
Number 33.
First delivery to him. windup and the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A bouncer up the middle. Alomar gloves it, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The center fielder, number 27, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles digging in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and had hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull the trigger.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Two and two.
They doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
The 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he fouls this one off.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Ronnie finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
In now, Jim Thome. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 15 long balls and 32 driven in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1. Is strike two swinging.
1 and 2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. One strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Into the windup and the pitch. On the line, that's a base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Fouled off. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Carter finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Roberto Alomar notched an RBI on the sac fly in his previous turn at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's outside.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
On its way is pitch number 75. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2-2 to Hall of Famer Robbie Alomar.
2-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Into the box now, Louis Aparicio. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
Standing in now, Harold Baines. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, C.J. Abrams. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and no one will get this one. grounder left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The left fielder,
Stepping in next, Luis Gonzalez. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Ball two.
2-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jason Giambi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Baines is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
the catcher, number 4, Yadier.
Next to stand in is Yadier Molina. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2.
Full count.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home to the left side, but it's well foul. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Lifted in the air out to left field. Carter able to track it down for the 3rd out. Daniel Norris will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in the long ball threat, Todd Helton. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. LeMahieu with a great stop. The throw. Wow.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So next to bat will be Byron Buxton. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch. And that's dead center for strike one.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Runs up and gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
The left fielder, number 29, Joe Carter.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and the runner will get back standing. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Stepping in now, Joe Carter, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Buxton, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. 1-1 the count to Joe Carter.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a two-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
So now to the plate, Jerome Driscoll, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A ball and no strikes, here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game. Now to the plate, Johnny Damon. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Lifted into center field. Giving chase is Robles. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We're through 6 full. Houston is out in front here, 5-0. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
I got 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1 pitch.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
First pitch on its way. Larry Walker stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 1 out, nobody on. Driven the other way, but caught down at third as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
The center fielder, Victor Robles.
Next to dig in, Victor Robles, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And now the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Hot shot down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning.
Time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Stepping in, Alex Avila. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Pitch on its way to Avila.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0. And right into the shift. Bluffed by LeMahieu. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, the second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Roberto Alomar. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
A ball and a strike. bases are empty, one man out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
To the plate now, Louis Aparicio. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. One and 0 pitch on the way. And that's too high, ball 2.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
2 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Gonzalez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 8th inning coming up. Houston is on top 5-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jim Thome. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball, that's inside. Reno.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
3-0 pitch. Popped him up. Driscoll is there. 1 out.
Now back, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Next up is DJ LeMahieu. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch of the AB now. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
Sent on the ground out to second. Taken by Alomar. On to first, and there are 2 down. So now here is C.J. Abrams. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Now here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Carter is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Tim
Your attention,
Collins
please.
is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Harold Baines.
The right fielder, Harold.
Now here's the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Now the 2-0. Popped him up. Moncada's there for it, and there's one gone.
The batter, the first baseman, Todd.
And now here is Todd Helton. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Collins has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
The down 1-1.
1 out, nobody on. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Robles waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 28, Byron Buxton.
Now at the plate here is Byron Buxton. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First delivery to him. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Here's the 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Tyler Thornburg comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Luis Gonzalez. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Thornburg features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Carter has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Wow, what a powerful performance. 8 shutout innings in line for the win.
At the plate now, Jason Giambi. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Now Giambi swings and misses here as he couldn't time that one, and there's your second out. Next up, Yadier Molina. He needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Strike taken up in the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Taken by Alomar. Throw on at first is in time to get him. And the Stars bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over. 5-0 the final score today. Houston jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jacob deGrom wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 5 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the visitors, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.